Welcome back, everybody, to Training Battles. Tyler here. Happy Thursday, and we're going to keep playing with the Sand Team. Real quick, Matt and I were talking, and we kind of decided on a schedule for each other that we're gonna alternate weeks on uploading. So like I'm uploading this week, and then he's gonna upload next week, and then I'm the next week. So we just alternate that way. It's that way to kind of take the pressure off both of us to get content out. It's like, just one of us has to worry about every other week. And we also kind of decided to try and do things more solo, because I think it creates a little more higher quality content, and we can kind of play to the way we want to play. And so we're gonna try that out and see how it goes. You can let us know what you think about that, but I kind of like this idea better. And then we have some ideas, like maybe the two teams we use, because we're gonna both use the same team for 2 weeks, so it'll be like my team, then his team, my team again, his team, and then maybe after that month we come together and just have like record a best of 3 where we play against each other as our teams. So I think that'd be fun. So if you guys like that, be sure to show support for it. But I think kind of planning on something like that. Otherwise, yeah. So you will expect to see Matt next week, and every once in a while we'll join with each other, or we'll have someone else with us, just to spice it up. So, but with that, we're gonna go ahead and continue on with this Sand Team today and tomorrow, and then like I said, you'll see Matt next week with whatever team he brings. Okay, so we're looking for our first opponent, sitting with a rating of 1558. So I haven't been climbing too fast. Not really what I want, but I'm not too surprised, especially early in formats. I usually struggle. I haven't been playing the best with the team, but I'm hoping to get up to a higher rating in the near future, and I'll probably be playing off screen, getting ready for a tournament, and eventually I'll try and climb for you guys. All right, so we find our first opponent, rating of 1463, Tony from Connecticut, rocking the Hard Rain team of Ludicolo, Kingdra, Pelipper, Swampert, Ferrothorn, and Politoed. So he's got double Rain setters, we got 3 Swift Swim users, and a Ferrothorn to take advantage of the rain as well. Shoot. Well, I like Tapu Bulu a little bit here. I just don't like setting up grassy terrain for the Ludicolo or the Ferrothorn. Man, I have no idea how to play this. This team, it looks weird and looks like a meme, but it's actually really scary, because a lot of these Pokemon, even though it's like 5 water types, they have a lot of really good synergy. Like Ludicolo, Pelipper, and Swampert share no weaknesses, and they actually have really good coverage with their secondary typings and coverage moves. So I can't lead Tyranitar here. I'm gonna lead Rotom though. I'm just gonna lead. I wanted to bring Bulu. No, we'll bring Aegislash. I am gonna have to bring Tyranitar in the back, and gosh, yeah, I think I might have to bring Bulu. Screw it, we'll go Escadrille. We'll play the Weather War. Why not? So, oh man, yeah, we could get wrecked here. These teams can just be so scary, because I don't know. It's a team you're not gonna really prepare for, because if you do, you can give up a lot of other matchups. I mean, likewise with the Rain teams, they can give up a lot of matchups. I mean, his team. Looking at his team, Ferrothorn is a team that's really good against him. Alright, so he leads Kingdra, Ferrothorn, so no Rain. Immediately, this Ferrothorn looks like a problem, because I don't have a ton of great ways to hit it. The first thing I want to do, I'm just going to go ahead and try and burn it. That'll really weaken it. And then, I don't know what Kingdra does here. He can definitely just go for an attack. He can also just switch in Pelipper and go for like a Hydro Vortex onto my Aegislash. Yeah, because the thing with Ferrothorn is it'll be the last one to switch. So with that, oh boy, I'm gonna King Shield. No, I can take a Hydro. I'm gonna Shadow Ball Ferrothorn. I really think that this is switching. No, because there's the switch. That's Pelipper. So if we can burn this thing, that would be pretty nice. So we switch out the Kingdra into Pelipper. So he could have switched into Tyranitar. And we hit the Will-O-Wisp, that's good. Hopefully it's not like Lumberry or something like that. I'd assume he's either Leftovers or even Choice Band. Because I know one of those teams doing the Choice Band. Oh, if he is, he would have Knockoff too. That would be really bad. So the reason I didn't Z-move is I kind of want to save it. And actually now I could Z-move it and KO it. Let's see if he's the Leftovers. No, he's not. Awesome. So I could Z-move this Ferrothorn if I wanted to. But, well, no, because I want Aegislash to take the hit. Burning the Ferrothorn is great. So I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Thunderbolt there. I assume he has I think he's going to have Ludicolo or Pelipper, or not Pelipper, Ludicolo or Swampert as his last Pokemon. So yeah, I kind of want to preserve this. So I'm just going to King Shield, go for a safe Thunderbolt. If he switches into Swampert, that's, you know, that's not the worst thing. But we'll get an attack off here. I don't anticipate this thing to protect this Ferrothorn. I could definitely see it. Oh, he's Surf. Interesting. He's probably just going to try and Leech Seed Rotom. I mean, Surf makes sense. I know there's one variant of this team that has it. Okay, so we get this Thunderbolt off. I don't know. I'm assuming he's Sash. Let's see. Yeah. Okay, so now what we're going to do, so he goes for the Leech Seed. Question is, does Ferrothorn protect now? We haven't seen an item. I wonder if he's the Pinchberry. If he is, well, no, we won't see it here. I think what I want to do is question how important this Rotom is. I feel like it's pretty important. Well, maybe not. You know, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and let's Thunderbolt the Pelipper. Even though I think he protects it, he can also just double protect this turn. Wide Guard is an option, but I'd rather save that. I'll just Shadow Ball Ferrothorn. See what happens. I kind of want to. Yeah, I just really want to. Yeah, he might have expected to switch there. I really want to preserve the Sand mode in the back, especially once we get rid of this Pelipper. It can just bring it in and kind of sweep. I'm saving that Z move on Aegislash, and now the Shadow Ball should KO Ferrothorn here. Of course, whatever's coming in is going to have the Leech Seed recovery off of the Rotom, but we can switch Rotom out or just keep Rotom in until it goes down. Okay, so his Rain Setter's gone, unless he has Politoed in the back. But yeah, he does, but that's fine because he can't switch out and reset Rain. So here I'm just gonna go ahead and keep Rotom in and Thunderbolt the Politoed. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, I want to Thunderbolt the Politoed, and I want to just King Shield. No reason to risk Aegislash going down here. Kingdra might have the Hydro Vortex, and he might just Hydro Vortex Aegislash through the Protect, so I just don't want to get Tyranitar in too soon. Like, maybe next turn I will. But, so we're in pretty good shape. We're up 4-2. We have the weather advantage with Tyranitar Excadrill in the back, so we'll probably be able to just clean up with those two. Right now, I'm just going to focus on getting chip damage on everything, just to get in range of like Rock Slides and Rock Slides. Just Rock Slide him. Alright, so he doesn't show a Z move. He goes for a Dragon Pulse into Aegislash. Maybe expecting a switch there too. So we do half to Politoed, which is really nice. And we see Rotom's outspeeds it. But he's Citrus, okay. But now it definitely outspeed. But Aegislash will outspeed the Politoed as well. Oh, he has Hypnosis. Alright. You know, like I said, it's fine. I just have to keep chipping away at these. So I'm going to Thunderbolt, and now I'm just going to go ahead and Neverending Nightmare Kingdra here. And yeah, he can't really do anything to stop what I have in the back to just kind of clean through this team. So We should be in a position to just win here. Yeah, he goes for Dragon Pulse into the Rotom, which is okay. Probably just, yeah, wow. If I activates the berry on 1. But you know, even if he knocked me out, like I said, it's not that big of a deal because Tyranitar just comes in and we're gonna KO. Yeah, we're gonna KO this Kingdra with the Neverending Nightmare. And Politoed's in range for another move, so either way, I think we should be good here. Aegislash probably goes down to a water type move. But say if he KOs the Rotom, Aegislash KO probably comes in. Yeah, KOs that, and then it's just Politoed versus Tyranitar Excadrill, which I don't think that's going to win. So Rotom was definitely a really good pick here, just because it did really well against this rain team, and he didn't bring Ludicolo, he brought Ferrothorn, which I was able to just burn it. And that was pretty nice. So if the Ferrothorn was more offensive and maybe going in for attacks on Rotom, said he was going for early Leech Seeds, which just didn't really help him in the long run. So good game to our opponent. I'm always scared to play those rain teams, like those really fast offensive teams. They're, you know, sometimes it takes one lost turn to lose the game, just depending on how your team matches up. So luckily the bulk of Aegislash and Rotom was valuable there. Hitting that Will-O-Wisp was crucial. So if the Ferrothorn was attacking, it would be very limited damage. And it's, yeah, like I said, Leech Seeding early wasn't really, I don't think it helped it in the long run, just because, I mean, it's really early. Like a lot of times I see Leech Seed as a closing move. There we go. And so, and it just let me get off free damage, and I can always switch around, which I was definitely going to be switching in Tyranitar at some point if I had to. But luckily I got into a 4v2 where I could just wait until he KOs my Pokemon to get Tyranitar in for free. So we'll keep moving along, looking for our next opponent, sitting at a rating of 1570. See, I really want to get into the 1600s before we're done with this team, so because I'm not super satisfied just being stuck in the 1500s here, and I really want to fix that. So we find our next opponent, Kings BB, with a rating of 1679 from, I think it said Georgia. So we can see a fairly standard team. I have a copy of this team, like these 6 Pokemon that I was messing around with on Showdown. So Landorus, Snorlax, Cresselia, Koko, Aegislash, and Charizard. Now, I'm leaning towards Bulu because it has a good matchup against certain things, but at the same time, stuff like Aegislash and Charizard are just really problematic. I definitely want to bring Rotom, especially with the Will-O-Wisp, and it can threaten 2 Pokemon there. I might have to bring the Sand Mode, and just the Cresselia kind of scares me. So I could lead Rotom, Aegislash again, and have something like Tyranitar Excadrill. It's just, I don't know if he's gonna lead Cresselia. That's the thing. He could lead something. I definitely expect Landorus. Like he could lead like Landorus, Cresselia. So I definitely lead Rotom here. I don't know if I want to lead. I mean, if he's going for Trick Room, it's gonna benefit Aegislash more. You know what? Let's lead these 2. Salamence. I want Tyranitar. It's Excadrill or Salamence. It's gonna be Salamence. I haven't really been being Excadrill a lot. I think I've just been really gun shy with it after struggling a bit. So hopefully this works out. I think I do like Salamence because I really like the Intimidate option. Excadrill would be nice to deal with Koko though. So that's the thing that worries me, is getting kind of beat up by this Koko. Let's see. So yeah, he leads Crestlanders, kind of what I was expecting. So this is a pretty decent matchup. The scary thing is him having Tech Rage and trying to just Tech Rage Aegislash. Question: I don't know if he'd go for Trick Room here. Well, he definitely won't go for Trick Room. He'd probably go for like Icy Wind. So we're gonna. We could burn the Landorus. But I can see that... Actually, he could Trick Room and switch into Snorlax. So yeah, let's Will-O-Wisp. The only thing is... Or like Tech... I could see him going for like Tech Rage Trick Room though. Does he Icy Wind? That's the thing. I'm gonna go for King Shield. Alright, so he King Shield. Let's see what Landorus does here. He goes for U-turn. Alright, that's a good play. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this be Snorlax, and then... So maybe I should have just Z-moved. He just go... But I can burn the Snorlax, which would be really, really good. No, it's Aegislash. We'll burn Aegislash. So if he's setting up Trick Room, that would be a really good play for him. Yeah, man, I should have Z-moved. No, oh, he's Calm Mind Crest. Alright. So, Tyranitar, if we can get this thing in range for Tyranitar, we'll be okay. I wonder if it's like an Electric Seed, Calm Mind Crest. Now I might have to bank here that I'm faster with Aegislash. Let's see. I want to save Rotom though. But I think what I do is I switch into Tyranitar. I want to get damage off on this Cresselia more than anything. I might have to give up Aegislash, because we may just trade attacks here. But I really, really want to get this Cresselia down. So we're going to Mega Evolve Never Ending Nightmare the Cresselia. Or not Mega Evolve, just Never Ending Nightmare the Cresselia. Aegislash doesn't Mega Evolve. We need to preserve Rotom, because of Landorus in the back. Get Tyranitar in. Tyranitar threatens both these Pokemon. And hopefully this Aegislash goes into its shield form. Oh, he King Shields. Alright. So Cresselia will survive this because it's at +2, but we'll probably get it in range of something like an Assurance. Well, maybe not an Assurance. We had Crunch, but this should still do a lot of damage. I expect to do a little over half. But he's just going to sit here on Calm Mind. So looking at what I'm ahead, chances are he has Moonlight. I would expect him to go for it next turn. I don't want to just Rock Slide. I mean, maybe I do, because maybe the Rock Slide plus Shadow Ball will get the Cresselia. And there's the flinch chance. I just don't want it to... The thing is, though, it probably just Moonlights. Alright, I think Assurance should pick that up. And I'm pretty satisfied just going for it now. And then Shadow Balling Aegislash. Yeah, so we're going to Assurance here. And I'm going to Shadow Ball Aegislash. I can see him switching Aegislash out into the Landorus to try and survive Cresselia's attack, but from that range at -1, even Assurance is only base 60, I just don't see it. So let's get rid of this Cresselia before it starts getting too set up too much, because that could become a problem. He could switch out Cresselia here. That would also be a really fine play. Yeah, and that's what he does. Probably into Koko. Or Landorus. So Landorus is still going to take a little bit of chip here. And if he's AV, this hopefully puts him in range of a Hydro Pump later. So he made a good play switching out that. What I can see him doing here is... You know, I should have doubled Aegislash in hindsight. I just didn't want... I really didn't want that thing getting something like a Calm. Or a... Oh, wow, is that a crit? Oh, that's unfortunate. Because that... Likely he's going for a Shadow Ball into Might. Well, maybe. He's going for Shadow Ball, but either way, it just prevents damage getting that crit. So that's really, really important. Let's see, what's his last mon? Okay, so it is Charizard. I'm probably going to have to switch out... I'm going to want to switch out Tyranitar here. Yeah, definitely want to switch out Tyranitar. Maybe... Rotom... Because Tyranitar just beats the Cresselia in the late game and resets the sand. I really want to switch into Rotom. No, I like I'd rather switch into Salamence and then protect Aegislash. Yeah, because we Intimidate. Yeah, let's do that. I don't want to... I would rather... It's like, Rotom has a better chance against Cresselia if it's not Calm-Minded. And we can burn it to get that chip damage on it. So, and like I said, intimidating Landorus is going to be really good here, really important here. And Good thing is he'll have to fear the wide guard next turn, which I'm considering going for. Even if he flamethrowers, it just kind of saves. It just really protects the Salamence from something like another Rock Slide, or I'm guessing he Rock Slides here though. That's what I imagine. So my next play, I could double edge. Oh no, he goes for Earthquake. Awesome. But yeah, I could double edge the Charizard. See Heat Wave. Ah, he Solar Beam. So he was trying to read that Rotom switch. That was really smart of him. So I'm glad we went to Salamence, because Salamence could take any attack from the Charizard. So we made a good switch there, and we weakened that Landorus. So the question is, what does Charizard do? I wouldn't be surprised if Charizard switches out either. So, I'm leaning towards Tailwind, honestly, this turn. Because then Aegislash will outspeed. I could Wide Guard. Let's do that, actually. I kind of like the Tailwind Wide Guard play. It's a little passive, but I feel like he can't do much. The problem is if he like overheats Aegislash. But then Rotom comes in and is faster. And I don't think he can really do much to Salamence here. Alright, so that's what we're going to do. And I'm Mega Evolving because just to reduce damage from Rock Slide. But with this Tailwind, Rotom will be faster next turn. Even if he Flamethrowers or overheats the Aegislash. And I'm just going to Wide Guard, protect from like Rock Slides or Heat Waves. Okay, so not Scarf Lando. Goes for Superpower into Aegislash, probably expecting. Oh, he goes for his own Tailwind, so it's really good we Tailwinded because now Salamence is still faster. So he's trying to make some reads here at this point. Okay, given that, I'm gonna double edge, or do I want a Hyper Voice? I want a Hyper Voice actually for damage, and then let's just Shadow Ball Landorus. We'll see if he goes for like overheat onto Aegislash. So Cresselia comes out. I don't think Hyper Voice KOs, and it doesn't look like he has a Pinch Berry. Yeah, he might though. Yeah, he still does. Crap, that would have been better. Hopefully he doesn't KO Aegislash here, but I expect him to just do it. Yeah. So we'll lose Aegislash. But now what I can do here is bring in back in Tyranitar. Hyper Voice and Assurance the Cresselia. Yeah, and then save Rotom to deal with the Landorus in the back. So my opponent's making good switches. It's unfortunate that Hyper Voice didn't connect, or didn't KO there, but this isn't the worst of worlds, and he can't just Moonlight up and get all that health. So, again, Charizard's not too threatening here, so likely Charizard switches out into Landorus. Do I want to lock into Assurance? Yeah, I really want to hit this. I really want to get rid of this Cresselia. It's just going to be a nuisance, especially if he's going for something like Icy Wind. That would be not good at all. Oh, and by the we know that Landorus doesn't have Heat Wave now either, because we saw the Tailwind. So he's Flamethrower, Tailwind, and the probably Protect or Solar Beam. Okay, so Insurance should hit the Cresselia. So we have I can KO the Landorus because well, I need to check Salamence. I don't know if he's at -1 or -2. If he's only at -1, Double Edge has a chance to KO Landorus. Okay, so Charizard comes in. I can just freely switch out Tyranitar. He'll probably Solar Beam the Rotom, but I really don't mind that because I doubt. Actually, maybe I could switch out. What am I at? -1? Oh, I'm at -1. I can just Double Edge something. I think this Landorus is... Yeah, this Landorus is Assault Vest. That should KO. I'm actually just going to double up the Landorus. In fact, no, here's what we'll do. We're going to Hyper Voice and Assurance the Landorus, because that'll KO Landorus. He can't... He should... It looks like he's AV Landorus as well. Yeah. So look, I think we have this game at this point, because then Assurance will KO the Landorus, and now it's Charizard against 3 Pokemon, and he can Solar. He might just Solar Beam Tyranitar, but Salamence. So Salamence cleans this up. So, and yeah, sorry. Solar Beaming the Tyranitar smart because it covers a Rotom switch, but I think either way I could have just KO'd. Oh, Tyranitar lives, which is nice. I think either way I could have just KO'd the Landorus with Double Edge, because I should do about 50% at -1, but I don't know how bulky that Landorus is. I'm going to Double Edge because I really want to Double Edge. Hyper Voice or Double Edge works. He might just forfeit here because there's not anything he can do. Yeah, so really good game to my opponent. Oh, he disconnected as well. Huh. So, good game to my opponent. That was a really fun game. And, gosh, I'm trying to think of like pivotal turns there. I think the critting his own Aegislash, that put me quite a bit ahead. I didn't win the game or anything, but that helped a lot because it prevented from either my Pokemon from taking a hit. So it either would have been Aegislash goes down to a Shadow Ball there, or also the Tyranitar takes a Flash Cannon, which would have been unfortunate, but I don't know how much that matters for the Tyranitar in the long run, because we saw Tyranitar didn't take any damage until the end there. But if he had Shadow Balled Aegislash, that would have changed things a little, because I would have had less room to kind of maneuver around. So, and I'm really glad I went for that Tailwind that turn, because that kept Salamence with the speed advantage. So, yeah, again, good game to my opponent. That was really fun, and kind of got a little more Weather War going there. And I'm glad I brought Salamence over Excadrill, because Salamence was just really crucial in outspeeding his team naturally, and having the Tailwind to counteract his Tailwind, which I did not see coming. I was just trying to get hopefully set up either Aegislash or Rotom in the back to outspeed his team. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. We'll have this team for one more episode tomorrow, and yeah, please leave a like if you like this, subscribe if you haven't, and share the channel with anyone you know that's interested in watching VGC or learning about VGC. Bridger Snow and I have started working on a Eevee building guide, which we're going to try and get out probably early next week. And he's actually might be coming down to Idaho for a mid-season showdown, and we can record it then, which would be really nice. But be looking forward to that. It's going to be it's really cool because it's not about how to do EVs like on your Pokemon. It's about the actual like building a spread, and it's a little more in depth than I think other guides. And I think it'll be really good for anyone really that wants to either learn how to build their own spreads, or maybe we might have some deeper things that other veteran players haven't really realized or kind of just get refreshed on. But so be looking forward to that, and thanks again for watching, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow. See ya.